Today we are going to be talking about how to win those little private battles in your head when your ego, when your roommate, when that constant chatter in your head is like, stop doing this. Go do something else. I don't want this. We have something better to do. What are we having for dinner? What's happening later? Do you think Brian's right? Good. Okay, what? We don't know. We don't know, do we? Okay, so while we're listening to this constant chatter, it comes with us into meditation. Now, a lot of people call this monkey mind. The Buddha talked about monkey mind. And for many years, I did not understand what that meant. And so I'm going to explain it to you. A lot of people think it means monkey like disorganized, crazy, busy, going from place to place or something. But it's much more specific than that, because if you actually observe a monkey, right? I did work at the many jobs that I've been fired from. One was from the zoo. I've been fired 14 times. It's going to be the name of my memoir one day. But one of the places I was fired was from the zoo, and I did get to see monkeys, and they actually go from limb to limb to limb to limb. And our minds are a little bit more like that, right? Remember when I showed you how our thoughts actually have a start and an end, and there's a little gap in there? You can kind of get the hang of that with your monkey mind, right? It's like, today I'm going to have peanut butter for lunch. Oh, maybe I could make my own peanut butter. I wonder where that recipe is. Who told me about that? Oh, my friend Sarah. I should give her a call. That reminds me of college. That was really fun. Maybe I don't know, whatever. You go on and on and on from one thing to the other, right? So because we have that going on, our brain has about 3 different ways that it will pull you out of meditation. Okay, and I'm going to teach those to you, so when they happen, you can go, I'm good, I know what this trick is, okay? Because if you know what the trick is, you can avoid it. Some of you have already heard this before, but I think it can be kind of helpful, because even though we all 3 will happen often, usually one of them is the one that gets you, okay? So the first one is body. So you're going to come into meditation, and all of a sudden your little ego, your roommate's going to have a lot of complaints about your body. It's going to start to be like, oh, my leg hurts, or I need to move this, or I have to move this way, or this hurts. I have a stomach ache, my nose, I'm having allergies. It'll try to get you to pay attention to your body and come away from meditation. I often use this as an example of the cough drop story. So when I was doing the Sherry Flake Willpower Challenge, which I got to show up for that, right? I mean, like, it's my challenge, right? So I asked people during Lent to do one I will power and one I won't power. And my I won't power was going to be this disgusting habit that I have, and I will disclose to you now. I had a horrible, disgusting, nasty habit, and every night before I went to bed, I would have a Cherry Halls cough drop, which I know is super gross. But so the first day of my I won't power, I'm not going to have a cough drop, right? I've removed them from my space, all of that. I mean, I would like that after I brush my chops and everything, I would have this nasty cough drop, right? So I lean over and I'm like, oh, I really want a cough drop, right? Really want one. And then I would feel what it feels like to want the cough drop. I would immerse myself in that feeling. Then I'd be like, oh, it went away. Huh, I'm magical. And then I would be like, oh, I really, really want a cough drop now. Now I really want one. And then I would sit and feel what it feels like, because I'm a therapist, right? I got tricks for this, right? And then I would be like, oh, I don't want one anymore. And then I got the worst sore throat I've ever gotten in my life, ever. And that couldn't have been real, but it was really real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a real sore throat, but it was not real, but it was actually like a real thing. You know what I'm saying? My husband's like, how do we deal with this? Do we pretend it's a real sore throat? What do we do, right? Because my body was like, I'm going to have that cough drop. I'm going to convince her. Okay, so your body's really tricky. It can trick you into thinking that you need something that you do not, okay? The second thing is time, okay? Your roommate knows that you value time. I don't have time for this. My time's too valuable. My time, this and that. I don't have time. Time. I'm too busy, right? Aren't we glad we've been saying that for a while now? Now look what we have. Lots of time, right? Okay. So you might be thinking, how much longer? How much longer do I have to do this? What is this over? How much longer have I already meditated? I don't have time for this. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Blah, blah, going on and on about time. So, and the third one is environment, okay? So this might be, it's more important that I do this. I should be spending my time doing that. You should do this. You start planning, right? You start thinking about this and that. So these are the 3 ways that your ego is going to try to lure you out of meditation and get you to stop doing it, okay? And it can be very alarming, especially if environment is going on. I remember when I first started meditating, I would start to, environment is my thing with my ego. And it would start to say things like, did you leave the door open? Did you leave the oven on? Is the iron on? Of course it's not, because I never iron, but whatever. It would start to give me these alarming things where I would be like, oh my gosh, I really should jump up and catch that. Remember, your ego is a trickster. It knows you better than anyone. It knows how it can scare you and get you to stop meditating and do something else. And your job is to sit there anyway, to meditate anyway, to be there anyway. That's your job. You just meditate anyway. That's it. Okay? You got this. So when that happens, what really helps is labeling it. You can be like, oh, planning thought. Oh, worry thought. Oh, that's an uncomfortable knee thought. That's a body one. If you just kind of label it, it tends to dissipate. Okay? Your ego's like, oh man, he got my number. He knows that's not going to work, right? And so it's going to try the next thing and the next thing. And you just need to show up for that, okay? You can do it. Ready? Okay, let's do it. All right, so find your comfortable space. And just sort of pay attention to what your ego's go-to is. Time, body, environment. Label it if you have to. Do whatever you can to get past and sit there anyway. I'm telling you, you will, if you succumb to whatever your roommate wants you to do, you're going to feel bad about meditating. And if you don't and you meditate anyway, you're going to feel amazing. Okay? It's up to you. You want to feel good about the new behavior that you're creating, so your mind will let you do it. Okay? Your brain is wired up to avoid things that you don't like. And so if you're sending some sort of message that meditation is a drag, you ain't gonna do it. You're not gonna show up. Okay? So here we have our eye covers. We're going to come inward. And everybody on this call has been around for a while. Okay, so you can pick breath, mantra, sound. I know Dave and Lara and Sydney, I've taught you guys visualization meditation in my classes. What is going to be your object, your meditation object? What will be the thing you focus on? Decide. You can do moksha again. Om Shanti, peace. What will be your meditation today? Decide, stick with it, and enjoy. take a moment and just look at what happened. When you strayed away from the mantra, from your breath, was it because of your body? Thoughts about time? Thoughts about your environment? And isn't it nice to have prevailed? You hung in there. Good for you. Breathing in your nose, deep, long breath. And release. And again in your nose. And release. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for coming today. And tomorrow is loving kindness. Kristen, are you going to bring your harp? We can start on the E minor if you want. It's okay. You down? Okay, so Kristen's going to bring her harp. We'll see if we can do that. I mean, we'll just make sure we keep the harp. Remember, it's E minor. One of us messed up last time and wasn't doing E minor, I think. Okay, maybe we'll practice it first. All right, so we love you. We will see you tomorrow to celebrate filling ourselves up with love and sending that into the universe to all loving beings. May all beings be happy and free. Love to you guys. Have a fun day. Bye.